Hey, Shalom, this is Mignon, the Diligence Coach. I wanted to talk to you today about something that I think is a critical element of being able to have shalom in your life, to be able to be at peace, and to be able to move forward in your goals. And that element is the ability to be decisive and to just make decisions and not to linger in the valley of decisions, so to say, not to linger in the place of being in between two opinions or being in between two decisions, and because it leaves us in a place of inactivity. And even worse than being in a place of inactivity, it leaves us with activity that's not profitable for us. It keeps us in our mind, in our thoughts. We're going back and forth and back and forth, and we're not doing anything, or we're doing a lot of nothing because we haven't yet chosen what direction we're even going in. It may be with a relationship, it may be with your job, it may be with something with your business. It can be the smallest thing or the biggest thing. It doesn't always have to be a big decision. Sometimes we are so indecisive. Every element throughout our day, we're finding ourselves stuck because we can't just make a decision and stick with that decision. And there's two things that are critical to success that aren't able to come into play when we're indecisive. The first one is commitment. When we make a commitment, our full self goes into that. And until we've made a commitment, we're always reserving something. We're always holding something back because we have not yet decided that this is something that we're going to do. We have no commitment to it. It's optional to us. So until we've chosen an option and decided on something, it's impossible for us to fully commit to it. So we're vacillating between two different things. And one day we may decide this way, the next day we may decide the other way because we have yet to decide fully and commit to that thing. And commitment is essential to be able to uh, uh, be fully engaged and to be able to be successful in whatever it is that we're trying to do. And the second thing that can come into play when we're indecisive is focus. Well, the more focused we are, the more we're laser focused on a direction, more of our energy can go towards it, more of our creativity, opportunities can start to be attracted to us and come to us based on the decision and the pathway that we've decided to follow and to go on. So if we haven't yet chosen to put our focus on something, then all these things aren't available to us. We don't have the same amount of energy and thoughts and creativity and resources on hand for us because we have not yet chosen to focus. Our focus is diverted and diluted onto two or more different things. So in order for us to be able to activate that commitment and that focus, we have to be decisive. We have to decide. It could be the smallest things that we're going back and forth on, like what are we going to eat for lunch? And we're going back and forth. We don't know what we're going to eat for lunch. Or, it could be a large decision like, are you going to, take this job or take another job? Are you going to stay where you're living or are you going to move? Are you going to, marry this person or are you going to move on? Spending years and years and, losing time because we refuse to be decisive because we fear what will happen if we let go of the other decision. But we should fear all the time that we're losing in the mental space that we're losing, and the emotional turmoil that we put ourselves through when we stay stuck in that middle and in between space of not deciding anything. So a decision has to be made. So why wait? Why wait? Pray on it, and follow the best choice that you can make for that time because guess what? Sometimes you don't have another choice, but with a lot of things, we can choose otherwise. If I decide to, do one thing and I commit to it and it doesn't work for me, then I know what not to do next time. Now I can make a commitment to something new, but you never know unless you make the decision and do something. We won't always make the right decisions, but sometimes we will. And regardless, we have the opportunity to still learn from whatever decision that we make. It's a learning process. It's a growing process, so we have to take the fear out of being able to make a decision and be decisive and just move forward. Because more important, we want to move forward. We don't want to stay stuck. We don't want to stay stagnated. We want to move forward and continue to grow. So what is it that's causing you to not make a decision? What is it that causes you to linger and hesitate and to stay in a place of indecisiveness? What is it? And for myself, I start to I when I find myself in that place of not making a decision, and I finally realize it, because sometimes it takes me a while to realize, okay, you're being very indecisive, and your life will be a whole lot easier, man, if you just make a decision and go with it. And then sometimes when I'm making the wrong decision, once I've decided and I decide what I'm going to do, then it becomes clear to me why that's not what I should do. And I can change my mind and say, you know what, I just now realized that this is why I should not do this. I should have chosen the other way. So, but once you commit to something, then that can come to you too. So ask yourself, what is it that's keeping you from making the decision that you need to make? What's keeping you in that place of vacillating? And allow yourself the freedom to be able to overcome that and to make the decision that you need to make. And marry that thing. Make the decision and commit to it. And then all your focus and everything that you need to move forward will come into place for you. So let me know your thoughts. If you're in the group, let me know your thoughts about this. Let me know what do you think about what I said, and do you agree, do you disagree, do you want to add anything? Have you had any thoughts about the things that you're going through right now, and how the issue of decisiveness is coming up for you? Let me know. Again, this is Mignon, the Diligence Coach, and I will talk to you again soon. Shalom.